Hi, I'm Mike. Welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to install a battery shut-off switch on the Corvette. So I've got a battery drain on my car, and it has left me in the lurch a couple times. Fortunately, I got battery cables, but you know, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm not really interested in having somebody come over to jump my Corvette. To get rid of that problem, I've decided that probably the best solution is to install a battery shut-off switch. I've tried to trace where the battery drain is coming from, and I've just not been successful. So this is the quickest and easiest path to do this. This is how the Gama Electronics disconnect switch comes packaged. It's a nice bubble wrap. Inside the package is both the disconnect switch and an easy 1, 2, 3, 4 step instructions on how to actually use this, which should make me have an easier time of putting this video together. So let's just take a look at the switch. Made in America, awesome. There are two parts to the switch there, and this switch is going to be connected to the negative terminal on the battery. And so what we're going to have is we're going to have this side of the switch is going to be connected to the battery, and this side of the switch will be connected to the negative battery cable. So negative terminal, negative battery cable. This handle is threaded into the side of the switch that is connected to the negative side of the terminal. You can see that screw, or that handle, is screwed in. You can see it coming out when I turn it, and when you turn the handle, it creates a conductive gap so that the handle is no longer touching the cable side of the switch. Now let me take it apart to show you. So there's a hex surface. That hex surface comes in contact with the cable side, and you can see if you look down the hole of this switch, there's plastic that's going through there, so the screw portion of the handle doesn't come in contact with the battery side of the switch. All I have to do is connect the battery cable up with the bolt that came with that battery cable. It's a nice smaller head, half inch head on this one, so that'll fit up very nicely. And what I've pre-fitted this a little bit, and I found that it's probably the best orientation for the battery if the battery cable is pointing down towards the bottom of the battery compartment. So that's the way I'm going to install it. And right now, also note, I've turned off the connection, so I'll just tighten this up. This is what it looks like installed. I'll give you the perspective here. This is the inboard side, or the center line of the car, and that's the driver's side. So we've got the negative battery cable and the positive battery cable here. You can see how the switch has been oriented. This is because the compartment for the battery is so tight. So I've got the negative battery cable hooked up to the switch, and then I've got the positive battery cable coming in on this side. And right now it's disconnected. And one of the things you got to be careful of when you're putting this together is the orientation, and not having too much tension or stress on the negative battery cable, because if you do that, this will touch. Let me tighten it up just a little bit. So that's not fully tight. Okay, so if you put too much stress on it, it will touch. I tried to put this in a stress-free type of an arrangement, and it works really well. and I'm using my radio as a signal that it's been disconnected or not. The other thing I noticed when I was putting this together, the screw that came with this is a 3/8 16 screw, or cap screw, and it is only a 5/8 inch under the head of the nut, so it's a 3/16 3/8 16 5/8 length screw. It wasn't long enough to work with the thickness of the switch and the battery. And I went to the hardware store and just picked up the same size screw or bolt, cap screw, and got it as a 3/4. And that fit. I put a very thin washer under it to get it tightened up. The problem with this one that came with the switch is that it didn't allow it to be snugged up and actually strip the first thread inside of the battery. So you need to be careful of that when you're installing this switch. Make sure that you allow for enough thickness of the nut. And what I would suggest you do is install this without the switch and then try to fit the switch underneath the head of the bolt. If you can fit it in, then you've got enough thread depth. If you can't, then go to the hardware store and get a slightly longer bolt. And that is my only tip, other than having a stress-free installation of your cable. So I'm going to turn it back on, and there it is. And as you can see, it's a little bit more than a 1/4 turn. It will work in a 1/4 turn and a really stress-free in a really stress-free type of an arrangement, but it's probably more like a 2 or 3 turn in this compartment with the cables arranged as they are. So I hope you found that was useful information, and hopefully you can apply it and avoid some of the initial problems I had with some of the tips that I gave you. And as always, if you're liking what you're seeing, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks.